Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I feel like this is going to be one of my more important videos, or just one of the more important things I can say, because America is changing, unfortunately. Fortunately, unfortunately. Okay, like this year, 2026, marks America's 250th year as a country. And if you have done any sort of historical learning, you know that that's when like all the other great empires died. Between 200 and 250 years. That's how long they last. Doesn't matter how fucking amazing they were, how much, how many great things they did, how many great people came out of it. It doesn't matter. 250 years is the max before corruption takes over, just bloated bureaucracy and stuff like that. Even the lack of children being born. Like, this isn't new. This isn't new. Like, people in, I think it was Rome and other places, I'm fairly certain, but Rome for sure. Like, the people at the end of that civilization's, reign, the people were not having kids. They were not having kids. They were like, no, it's too expensive and everything is fucked up. And it's like, yeah, for sure. Very, very much the same things are happening now. But anyway, to navigate this, this decline, I feel like you guys really just need to understand that we are all immigrants now. We are all immigrants now. We are all immigrants now. Like, unless, even if, not unless, even if, regardless of, if you were born in this country, your parents were born in this country, your grandparents, you are now an immigrant. If you are 30 and below, 40 and below, you are an immigrant in this country. You need to live like a goddamn immigrant. You need to be making food from scratch. You need to be living with at least two other fucking people, or living in like your car or something. Like, you do not buy anything in a box. You buy things in bags, because if there's a box, boxes are very expensive. Boxes are very expensive. Like, this is what kills me about reselling and stuff like this. Like, people want things for the absolute fucking cheapest, when it's like, dude, I need to put that thing in a box, and then I need to wrap that thing, that box, and I need to fill that box with like newspaper, bubble wrap, whatever, to keep your thing safe. And then I need tape, and then I need paper to print the label on. Like, it's not just, I'm not just gonna hand this mug to the mail person and say, hey, this goes to fucking Rochester, New York, some bitch named this. No, boxes are expensive. So it's the same thing with food. If the food is in a box, there's a markup to pay for that box, because that box, not only is it, was it made, it was, they printed on it, right? They put beautiful colors and letters on it. Like, they paid somebody to make it attractive to the eye. Like, they're advertising. It's all bullshit. But immigrants, we cannot listen to advertising. We cannot, no, like the extent of advertising to us is seen, I wish I had something, but is seen like a markdown sticker on a product. No, absolutely not. Like, you do not buy things in boxes, okay? And that especially includes fast food, right? Which it comes in a little box in a bag. Like, those things make it expensive. And also, there's a person that handed that back to you, and a person who handed that food to somebody else. And oh yeah, and somebody drove that food frozen to the restaurant, right? Like, there's a lot of hands that have to get fed and paid along the way. So as an immigrant, you have to realize that stuff is not for me. That stuff is not for me. Convenience for me is something that only comes from me, okay? Right? We all know about meal prepping. We all know about freezing food. You can freeze just about anything. Bread, meat, obviously, cheese. You can, if you see a good deal at the store, and read the labels. in the corner of every label somewhere, it'll say like the cost per ounce. Check every cost per ounce. Oh, okay, this one is the cheapest, even if it's a smaller package. It's not always the biggest package that you get the best deal on, especially if deals are happening. Anyway, I don't know. It's so silly to me. Like, people are complaining about food prices, and full transparency, I don't mind food prices going up. I think food prices have been unnaturally low for a long time, and in many ways, that's why people have had, you know, too much money, too much opportunity, too much fiscal opportunity to waste their money on stupid shit like mugs, like that you don't fucking need. You just buy them because, oh, this is funny. You know, I love grammar. Everybody calls me grammar Nazi, so I have to go buy this. It's like, no, you don't. You already have a fucking mug. I'm sure you already have 2 mugs. You probably have 6 mugs. What are you doing spending $7 on this mug? You don't need this fucking mug. Yeah, people need to understand, you are an immigrant now, okay? And we all have, every region kind of has their immigrants, right? And so, but most of them, what do they share? Beans and rice. Beans and rice. I don't think the Asians eat beans. Well, I guess they have more of like potatoes, sweet potatoes. They love sweet potatoes. I don't know if they eat beans, but anyway, rice. You make your own fucking rice, and you don't buy it in a box. You know, you don't buy it in a box so that you can microwave it for 60 seconds. No, you are going to make that rice. You're going to buy the biggest bag of rice you can, because generally speaking, with rice, yeah, it's going to be cheaper the bigger. But always, you know, keep your eyes out for little bags on sale. And you're gonna have a big ass bag of rice in your pantry like that. I'm sorry, that's gonna be your life. That's gonna be your life. You're gonna have a big ass bag of rice, a big ass bag of beans. You know, you're gonna buy big things of seasoning or whatever, salt. I don't even fuck with seasoning, quite honestly. Like, the only thing we have is salt, and we have a couple big containers. I think they were here when we got here, of that chicken bouillon, the powder, which, quite honestly, we're not gonna you know, restock on when it goes out, because it has a bunch of GMO shit in it. And there is a video on YouTube here that teaches you how to make your own natural bouillon cubes for much less, which, you know, is extremely useful, because it's good. Bouillon is good, but what the shit you get from the store is trash. And that's another reason why you need to make your own food, because, I'm sorry, you're poor and you have no health care and you're buying this shit that gives you fucking cancer. Like, we don't know what bioengineered GMO shit does to the human body. We don't. But in general, like, we all just know that eating processed food is not good for you. It's not good for you. I'm surprised at this point they haven't said that, you know, like, please limit your consumption of these Doritos to 2 servings a day. Like, do not go over 2 servings a day. And a serving is like 10 chips, right? Yeah, no. Like, we are all immigrants now, okay? You need to eat like a fucking immigrant. You are not eating microwave food. You're not eating shit in a box. You know, like, even cereal. Like, cereal is, 1, godly expensive now. And 2, like, the amount of sugar in it. Okay. We're not even going to talk about the diabetes and the insulin resistance and just, like, the exacerbation of ADHD or any other mental things you got going on. But your teeth cannot handle that much fucking sugar. I swear to fucking God. Can you go to the dentist and get every cavity filled? Can you get a new tooth? No, that shit is very, very expensive. You avoid that stuff. So eat a whole nutritious meal like Asian people do, right? They have rice, they have chicken or whatever, some veg. That's their breakfast. They know that nobody is supposed to eat, 30 grams of sugar in the morning. Are you out of your mind? Oh my God. And who is still buying coffee? Who is still buying coffee? Who is still going to a Starbucks and getting coffee? Like, are you out your damn mind? No, no. Have you ever seen a Mexican person at a Starbucks? No, no, no. You guys could really stand to learn a lot from Mexican people. I swear to God, like, I feel like they, you know, even though we are at the bottom rung, you know, it's like, it's still like, we're the happiest. Like, Mexican people are always happy because they are so resourceful, um, and they are so interconnected, okay? Like, you need to understand that as immigrants, there is power in numbers, there is safety in numbers, and there, to, to, to not be a part of, you know, a community is really doing you a disservice. Unless like you're like me and you just never, it's not that I didn't like my culture. It's not that. It's that it just didn't work for me. Like, it just didn't work for me because of the way that I am naturally and the way that I was raised. It's just like, no, like, I'm never going to be subservient to a man or my employer. Like, I will be a very good wife and I will be a very good worker and employee, but you're never going to be able to railroad me. And I'm sorry, but I just feel like with all cultures, the woman's place is always down here and the man's is always down here. And I just don't agree with that. I feel like, you know, like my man, he's only this much above me. He's not this much above me as with every other culture. My man is, he takes care of me. He loves me, you know, but he doesn't treat me like I am lesser than. He doesn't make me feel lesser than ever. Like, and that's just the beautiful thing about Western culture is, generally speaking, a Western man is going to be much nicer to you than any cultural man. And, you know, sad or not sad, and I know there are definitely exceptions to the rule on both sides. I know that. Shut the fuck up. But in all, you know, but yeah, it's just we're all immigrants now. I'm sorry, like, if you're 40 and under, you are an immigrant in this country. You are basically an immigrant in this country. You have immigrant status where it's very precarious. It's very day to day. It's very rustic. And you know, the good thing about that is, for people who are, you know, in this scenario, are American citizens, have all the rights of, you know, the richest, freest country in the world, and or are just or just people who have money, regardless of their immigration or status or whatever. Like, what they want is a rustic experience. They want to eat the food that they choose, that they, you know, seek, is rustic. They don't no, people of means are not eating processed foods. They might let their kids do it, you know, because they're generally kind of more detached parents. But they definitely, you know, when they go out to dinner with their kids, they're taking them to nice restaurants and they're teaching them, like, hey, yeah, like, generally speaking, you always want to buy the most expensive thing on the menu. In fact, I overheard a very wealthy man saying that to his kid. And it's just so funny because the most expensive thing on the menu of, like, the event that we were at was like a bratwurst. But he was like, yeah, don't eat the nachos, don't eat the, I don't know what else was there, but he was like, always get the most expensive thing on the menu. And it's like, whoa. And that was literally, I literally overheard that, like, fuck, like, over 10 years ago. Whoa, sorry. Sorry. Sorry for my hair too. I just took a shower and I didn't wash my hair, but I got it wet. Yeah, it's just, right now it's just about accepting that. It's just accepting that, like, that's where we're at in you know, in our civilization's timeline, you know, which that's the thing that you should really be focused on, not really like the, auxiliary details, but just the fact that like this country is at its end. And, you know, fortunately, it's a slow thing. It's a slow thing. It's not really going to happen like overnight. So there are a lot of opportunities for us as immigrants to source things from, you know, the boomers who are dying off, and even Gen X, because a lot of them are just killing themselves. Like, they are just killing themselves. Like a lot of women, I think a lot of women who were career women who didn't have children, didn't get married, like they are like just killing themselves at like 50. Like they're just, you know, like wine can only do so much for the human soul, I guess. But there are a lot of opportunities to, you know, source their things that their family otherwise just wants to get rid of, and you know, turn it into a business opportunity. It's partly what I'm doing. I just live in a very, it's not like that it's obnoxiously rich, but it's like, it's wealthy. Like it's a wealthy, it's an old money area. And when you're old poor, old money poor, wealth poor, you know, you have to always keep your eyes open to opportunities to make money. Just is what it is. And it's fine because it's a very sustainable route. It's a very eco-friendly thing to do. I don't know. It's so funny. Like people are just like, oh my God, like I don't know if you guys have seen that girl. A lot of people are using her video, like a lot of clips channels. They're like, there's this girl and she's disgusting. She's got all these piercings and face tattoos and stuff like that. But she's like, I don't know how many kids she has, like 3 or 4. She's like, I spent $70. She's crying. She's like, I have $70 and I bought salsa, 2 boxes of Cheez-Its, like, I don't know what else she bought. I should bring up the clip, but I would never allow myself to become a clips channel. I feel like that's a slippery slope. But in general, like there's so many people right now who are just bitching about the cost of things, and then, you know, you look at their cart and it's like, the fuck are you buying Doritos for? The fuck are you buying frozen pizza for? Why are you buying shredded cheese? Like, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid? Like, if you're still eating cheese, do not buy shredded cheese. Do you know how much more expensive it is? Oh my fucking God. And not only that, if you pick up any bag of pre-shredded cheese, look at the last ingredient. I cannot remember what it's called right now. Hold on. But the last ingredient in every bag of shredded cheese, hold on, eye medication. It's an eye med. I got it. This is literally blowing my mind. So, in all shredded cheeses, the last ingredients is a thing called natamycin, Natamycin, natamycin. It is a anti-mold preservative, highly effective antifungal. It is also an eye medication, a prescription eye medication. You cannot buy natamycin on the shelf, over the counter. No, it is a prescription grade eye medication. And I don't know how, but they were like, oh, I guess, you know, it helps with eye infections. Why don't we put it in fucking cheese? These people are fucking sick. Like, you cannot trust these people, okay? Immigrant or not, like, you cannot trust the people in charge of your food, of your government, of your city, of your water. You can't trust them. Like, No, absolutely not. But yeah, it's also way too expensive, asshole. Like, just buy a the biggest block of fucking cheese you can. Generally speaking, it's the cheapest way to go. Cut it up into thirds or quarters, whatever. Freeze, you know, 2 or 3 of those blocks. Work out of that quarter or whatever that you got going. Pre-shred it. They've got you know, machines at the like all thrift stores where it'll shred it for you. You just have to take the time. Um, I would say don't throw your eye medication in there to not make it mold. Just make sure you only shred enough for like the week or something. So fucking retarded. I swear to fucking God. And I think that what I'll end with is like, immigrant life is simple. It is a very simple thing. You eat simply. You spend simply, right? You buy food. You pay your car note. You pay your car insurance. You pay your rent. And the rest of everything, you know, it's like, oh, I want to go have wine with my friends. Okay, I am going to go to the store, buy you know, a bottle of wine, and then I'm going to walk to the alley or the park or whatever, and I'm going to have it with my friends there. That is what immigrants do. Immigrants do not go to the bar and spend $9 a glass on fucking, you know, wine. No, they go to the store and they buy a bottle of wine, which I think is 4 glasses of wine, for $6. What are we doing? Like, why do I have to say this stuff? Like, what do you, no. And food should cost more. Food should cost more. Have you ever seen celery be, or anything be harvested? Like, unless I guess a machine is doing it, which a lot of times they are, but I don't know. The other day I was on Instagram and I was watching this big machine, and there were a bunch of Latinos behind it, and it was pulling like the celery up from the ground, and they would just grab it and they rip the leaves off, cut the end, hand it off, right? And somebody would throw it in, you know, how it needed to go. Food is expensive, assholes. Food is expensive. Food is made by people, harvested by people, cleaned by people, packaged by people, delivered by people, put out on the shelf by people. Okay, that what is that? 7 rounds of people that need to make your food arrive at, you know, magically at the supermarket. Like, it's, they're not harvesting out back behind your fucking grocery store. No, it's coming from hundreds, if not thousands of miles away. And again, a lot of hands had to, you know, work in tandem to get that shit looking halfway decent to you. So fucking silly, dude. Like, and like, I don't know, if there's a lot of people who are like, they're beyond like the prices and everything. They're just like, there's nothing to live for. There's nothing to live for. Every day is the same. It's just fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I got nothing to lose. Man, if you got nothing to lose, why don't you risk it all then? It's not a big deal. Nothing to lose. Everything to risk. Throw the table up. Throw the game up. You know it's rigged. I know it's rigged. They know it's rigged. Flip the table. Walk away from everything. Walk away from everything. Get radical. People need to get radical. If you're not gonna get, if you're not gonna get into the immigrant state of mind and realize that life is simple, eating is simple, if you're not gonna live that disciplined life, then you need to go like full, you know, vagabond and just try and make it a different way, because happiness is a right. Happiness is what it's all about, or at least the pursuit of it, right? Like this country is very, very on that, you know, whole notion. It's very much like in America, the pursuit of happiness is what we're all about. And yeah, sure, they're constantly doing things that make it harder, but you know, as I said in my last video, like, this is a big ass fucking country, and there are a lot of fucking people here, And the tides are turning. The tides are turning. People are done. People are done. And you know, property taxes are. I think within 5 to 10 years, they're not going to be a thing because they're totally not cool. They're in terms of like being legal and stuff like that, if not just moral. Um, and yeah, like just this country is going to look a lot different in 20 years. Like this country is, um, it's not going to make it another 20 years. I think it'll still be, you know, America, but it's not going to look like it does now. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I feel like people need to rustify, get rustic with their life, where it's like it used to be back in the day, right, where you didn't really leave more than 20 miles outside of your home radius. Like, why are we driving 30 miles to work? Like 30 miles from our town, our community, our home. Like we need to, I feel like a lot of more people should work out of their homes. It just makes sense. Like commuting is so fucking retarded. Um, and it's really hard to commute with somebody else. It's not impossible. I do think that's another thing that a lot of people should and can do. You know, because that's what a lot of immigrants do is they commute basically everywhere with at least one other person, usually two or three. Anyway, that's all I really got to say today. I gotta get ready. We're gonna take our little boat. We got it for free. We got it for free. We happened to be driving by, and this guy was dragging this like 14-foot Livingston fishing boat out, and the sign was already out that said free. And my boyfriend was like, "Oh my God!" We turned around and like picked it up, and it was amazing actually. But we're taking that out today to see if she's seaworthy. I'm fairly certain she is, but he definitely does need to fix it up a little bit, right? But yeah, I think it'd be nice to fish with it. I don't know. I've always wanted to fish. I love fish. I love eating fish. And it's a very immigrant thing to do, very budget friendly thing to do. I don't know how much a fishing license is, but apparently the boat doesn't need like a title or like a fishing whatever permission slip. Suck my dick, because it's under a certain length, and the little motor that we have on it is only a 2 horsepower, so that's fine. But maybe we'll get a fucking fishing license. Maybe, I don't know. I don't do licenses. I don't do licenses. Fuck you. Like I'll do a driver's license, whatever, because I just don't want to go to jail. But like a fishing license, like a nature pass, you know, a $45 pass to be able to hike a local place, like a Discover Pass they call it. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm already out here, you know, packing my fat ass. No, I'm not paying to hike. You're out your damn to walk in fucking nature. No, no. I think that's what a lot of being an immigrant comes down towards. Just like, no, I'm good. Nah, thank you. Like, I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not fucking dumb with my money. I'm not gonna be fucking bullied with my money. Like, no, I already worked too fucking hard, and you're not gonna fucking extract my wealth from me for something stupid. Like, I'll go do it myself. I'll go park on the side of the road somewhere. I'll have somebody drop me off. I'll get my hike in. I'll get my fucking nature in. And, you know, we'll go from there. Like, live a little, people, live a little. Immigrants, I feel like they have the most full lives because they leave so much to chance. They leave so much to destiny. And it's just so much funner to, you know, have to be resourceful than just, like, paying for everything. Like, how boring. Oh, I'm going to go to this nature trail. I'm going to park. And I'm going to do my 2.5-mile loop, and then I'm going to come back, and it's like, no, it's like, how about we take some fucking chances getting somewhere? How about we meet some fucking people along the way? Like, how about we, you know, stretch humanity's goodwill a little bit? Like, I know, you know, hitchhiking is not really the smartest thing to do, especially as, like, a female. But you know, there are things you can do. Like if I was forced to hitchhike, you bet your ass I would take a picture of the person's license plate, send it to my boyfriend, and say, "Hey, I'm getting in this car. This is the license plate. Um, uh, I'm 20 minutes from home. If I'm not there in 20 minutes, you know, call the police." Like, there are ways around. You don't have to live in fucking fear. Like, and you don't always have to think of like, what's the worst thing that can fucking happen? How come, you know, what's the best thing that can happen? Oh, I can make a new friend. Um, Meet a neighbor. Maybe they're like, "Oh, you live there? I'm like the street before you." That's crazy. Like, how magical. Life is magical, you guys. Like, life is fun. Life is beautiful. Yeah, sure, sometimes bad things happen, but like, there's a lot more good, especially in this country, than people would like to think. Yeah, sure, there's a lot of shitty people at the top, and there's a lot of shitty people at the bottom. But for the most part, I think the people in the middle, you know, they're great. They're great, and most immigrants are fucking great too. So anyway, with that, thank you guys for tuning in. Take care. Bye.